Bingman? How do you say your last name, sir?
Boardman.
Boardman. That's an R. Perfect. All right, followed by Tyler White.
Okay, I've also been subject to abuse by the Melbourne Police Department and Mayor Paul Alfrey. In my first complaint against the Melbourne Police Department, Chief David Gillespie twice interfered with an internal affairs investigation. The first interference was when Chief Gillespie illegally modified my complaint from violations of law and policy to conduct unbecoming to prevent an internal affairs investigation. Internal Affairs refused to receive evidence for the investigation and was also aware Lieutenant Grinwis, as investigator, proudly proclaimed his bias against me. When I tried 9 times to speak with Chief Gillespie about the lack of an investigation, I went to City Manager Shannon Lewis. After struggling for 2 weeks to get a meeting, I arrived to find she had invited Chief Gillespie and Mayor Alfrey to sit in on a meeting where Mayor Alfrey harassed me and berated me, and Chief Gillespie falsely accused me of stalking his secretary, thereby making it impossible to present evidence and testimony. I then tried multiple times to get the department videos to prove my innocence, but Chief Gillespie refused my FOIA demands and had the videos destroyed. I spoke with Internal Affairs Lieutenant Shore about the improper investigation. He said he would look into it, but after 2 weeks with no word, he told me Chief Gillespie ordered him to stop the investigation, saying he does whatever the chief tells him to do. This was the second interference with Internal Affairs by Chief Gillespie. In my second complaint, I laid out the First and Fourth Amendment retaliation by Officer Colvin, where there exists documented false charges and lack of probable cause. The department refused to provide public records and discovery in violation of Florida public records laws. Heddle Desai from Internal Affairs said I needed to file a complaint or get a lawyer when I demanded public records. The department modified body cam and dash cam videos by erasing audio and video important to my defense. During trial, Officer Colvin perjured himself 3 times in court and testified on discovery items refused by the Melbourne Police Department. Showing collusion with the courts, the Melbourne City Attorney killed my right to appeal and protected the judge, Officer Colvin, and the Melbourne Police Department from accountability. Knowing Chief Gillespie would modify my complaint and knowing Internal Affairs has stated they do whatever the chief tells them, I gave each member of this council my complaint. When I received no word of my complaint, I came to this council to ask about the status. 1 year ago, on October 22nd, Mayor Paul Alfrey publicly proclaimed he threw my complaint into the trash, a blatant violation of the First Amendment and an interference of the complaint process. In January, I was falsely arrested for exercising my rights. I was arrested for not complying with the cops, and I refused to ID myself. The department submitted modified videos of my arrest to the state attorney where the first 4 minutes were deleted. The missing video shows that I did not refuse to comply unless Officer Deal could articulate a crime. I also read him the statute that proved there was no probable cause. Honking your horn at the cops is not a crime in the state of Florida, so no probable cause existed for the illegal stop. But the false arrest and modified videos is more evidence of the criminal behavior of the Melbourne Police Department under the leadership of Chief David Gillespie and Mayor Paul Alfrey.